you ever caught yourself saying that there's just not enough time in the day? I don't think there's a dad out there in the world that at some point they haven't said, I just wish there was more time. Whether it be a late night feeding when your kids are young, whether you've got 3 kids and you're trying to just keep it alive, while you're trying to keep your career going, while you're trying to keep your life going, trying to keep your marriage going. Time can just be something that just slowly slips away from us. And what I want to give you today is a different perspective on time and what it could do for your kids. So there's this simple concept that I've been applying since my kids are probably, when my youngest was probably 2 years old when I first heard this lesson. Kids spell love Time. Now, it's a pretty simple explanation. When they want to feel loved, and how much do they feel loved, the first place they go is how much time does dad spend with me? Now, you could be thinking like, oh, I try to do all these different things with them. But if you really reflected, do you really make the intentional time to spend time with them? And I learned this lesson from my other podcast when I had Alyssa Van Langeveld on, who runs 10 Minutes Together. And she taught me the important lesson that you can make a big impact in your kid's life in as little as 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day in your kid's life could change their behavior entirely, especially if it's one-on-one. One-on-one time is even magnified. Sometimes a group game is fine where you're playing a board game or a game of Uno. We've done that before. But in 10 minutes, you can play a game of checkers. You can go for a bike ride. You can set up the train track with your son and probably get some good train time in playing with it. You can do Legos in about 10 minutes. You can play baseball and catch in 10 minutes. Throw the football in 10 minutes. In those 10 minutes, it seems like forever in a kid's world. That's what you need to understand. You're not just measuring 10 minutes of your time. If you think about it, kids already give us this example, because think about the last time you drove 10 minutes in a car. At the 5-minute mark, they're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? All of that goes back to how long 5 minutes is to them. Imagine how long 10 minutes is to them. It's a game changer. So today, I just want to remind you of a very simple tool to really make a deep impact in your kid's life. And remember, from our lesson from yesterday, if you don't really know what to do for those 10 minutes, reframe the question. Hey, dad's got 10 minutes. What do you want to do? Give them the keys to the bus, because it's not all on you. But in those little moments where you say, remind yourself that kids spell love Time, that, dads, is your most effective tool to make an influence in your kids' lives. And I'll be back with you tomorrow.